I'm gonna be honest with you guys, man. And what Spirit just came to me and said was, I know some days are tough, but honestly, what keeps me going is the power of what I'm learning from. I know some days get hard. I know some days get physically tough, spiritually tough. Some days you want to cry. Some days you want to fold up. Some days you don't know how you're going to make it. But what keeps getting me through is what I learned from it and the power I gain, the knowledge I gain, the wisdom I gain from going through the experience, and the physical and spiritual strength I feel flowing through me. And I remember that anytime anything gets tough, it's like the lesson is worth the pain. What I learned from it is worth what I have to go through to get there. Because I know I'm going to get stronger, I'm going to get smarter, I'm going to get wiser, and I'm going to learn more about life through going through that experience than I would if I ducked or ran from the experience. So I would rather go through the pain no matter how severe it is, learn from it, survive it, and grow from it and gain more spiritual and physical power from it than I would avoiding it, running from it, and not dealing with it. But that's something I've learned from my personal spiritual experience and my personal spiritual journey. And it just makes me feel good to know that I'm gaining so much knowledge and so much power over my life and over my skills with everything I go through on a daily basis. And I never knew that life could teach you so much, or you could learn so much just from living your daily life every day, just from waking up every day. Life can teach you so many different things. It's just basic life experience. And it's something that I never really considered when I went through life because I was a person that just went through the motions. I didn't try to learn from anything, and that's why my days felt like I was repeating them until I opened my mind and realized that God was trying to teach me through my experiences. So once I opened my mind to that way of thinking, I realized that I had a lot to still learn throughout life. And once I opened my mind to that, life got easier. I started learning more, and my relationships in life got more comfortable because I learned how to treat people and I learned how to be treated as a person when it came to dealing with people in life. And that's one thing that took me a bunch of time learning how to be treated and learning how to treat people the correct way. Just because a person treats you bad doesn't mean you have to treat them the same way in return. That just spread bitterness on top of bitterness. That's called fighting fire with fire. You will never win. Y'all will burn the whole forest down fighting fire with fire. So you have to fight fire with ice. You have to fight fire with kindness. You have to fight fire with peace, and you have to de-escalate situations. If you can get away from a situation in a peaceful way and avoid the violence, do that. But if you have to do what you have to do, don't back down from that either. I'm not saying go soft. I'm just saying if it's a more peaceful way you can resolve something, do it. But if you have to do what you have to do, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. But just try to look at life and see it from multiple different ways, because that's one thing I learned about myself. I see life from multiple different ways now. I used to see life from one point of view, mine and mine only, and what I could get out of the deal, and I didn't give a damn about nobody else or what they could get out of the deal. I was just worried about myself. But now that I'm older, I realize how selfish that view was. And I realize that I need to be open to what I do around people and what I do for people, because it reflects on my family and it reflects on me and it reflects on everything I am. Basically, I'm saying that I realize my opinions and my voice affects everything around me. So I just have to be careful about what I do and how I do it. Because when I was younger, I was reckless. I didn't care who I affected. I didn't care what I changed. I didn't care who I hurt. But as I've gotten older, I've been more careful about what I put out because I know it affects more than me. It affects everybody around me. So you have to be careful about what you say and what you do because you never know. It may not come back on you. It may come back on one of your family members or anything like that. So I just want to tell you guys be careful about what you say and be careful about what you do because you never know. But you just have to watch what you do. And if you have to handle business, like I said, just do what you have to do and don't back down. Stand in your full power, like I said in my earlier video, which I'm proud of because that's something the old me would have never said or would have never did. He would have backed down, he would have made an excuse, he would have ran. And now I'm standing in my full power, feeling confident, ready to unlock more, ready to chase more out of life, ready to learn from more life experience, feeling like I can face anything in the world, no matter how tough it is. I can learn from it, grow from it, and become a better person and unlock more power. The power from everything is what attracts me to keep going no matter how hard it gets, no matter how tough it gets. That's why I will never back down. That's why I will never leave this career alone because the lessons that you learn from it and the experiences that you carry with you are stuff that can last you a lifetime. And the best thing about my career is it never stops because every day you wake up is a new life lesson that you can learn and a new piece of knowledge that you can learn to carry with you, and you can change your whole generation of your family by the way you think. People think just because they were raised one way, they have to follow that lifestyle and they have to end up that way because their parents ended up that way. No, that's by subject of choice. You can completely change everything you've been through. You can come from a tough situation and you can be the first one in your family to change everything. It's all about what you open your mind to accepting and how you open your mind to thinking about it. That's what life has taught me. And I'm opening my mind to new ways of thinking, new ways of moving, new ways of energizing myself, new ways of everything. And it's really opening my mind to new areas in my life that I've never thought about opening up, like cooking things and different things like that. Just small examples like that. Different things that I never thought about doing or opening my mind to just because I chose to open my mind and give something a try. Don't let fear rule your life forever. Step into your power and try something new. Try something that scares you. Try something that makes you a little bit uncomfortable because that's the way you get better. That's the way you truly find peace in your life. You have to be a little scared. You have to be a little uncomfortable. You have to be a little off balance. That's the only way you get better. That's the only way you get good in life. That's the only way you truly find peace in your life. So don't be afraid to be uncomfortable. Don't be afraid to be a little weird. Don't be afraid to be a little out there. Because that out there-ness that's weird to other people is going to inspire somebody. It's gonna make them feel okay to be themselves. Cause there's somebody out there in the world, no matter how weird you think you are, that feels the exact same way you feel. And they just need that one person video to come on or come out that makes them feel like they're okay to be them. So you have to be you so the rest of the world can know it's okay to be them. If it makes sense in my opinion. But that's just my opinion though. from my life experience.